How are we doing on this one? We're nearly finished it? You got both parts A and B finished? Yeah, good job.
Not sure my answer is for you. I don't think the marking this quiz is for this.
Let's see now when we get started on it. Can we have a look at it now? No. What part are you doing, Angela? 1 or 2? Oh, chop chop.
So will you post like the grades of project?
Yeah, I need to put them. I have them corrected. It's just I don't have them together in a spreadsheet, and it's not going to be today because I have 6 classes and a meeting. And then I'll have to start correcting things. Ugh.
So that's
Huh?
so much time.
Right, let's have a look at this one now. Let's have a look. So the first part, nice and straightforward, is simply what's the derivative? So what's the derivative here? dy dx 16x cubed minus 24x squared. Right? That's fine, isn't it? Nothing peculiar there. Show what's the stationary points basically. So you need to solve for when the derivative is 0. I can take x squared out, can't I? And I have 16 minus 20, 16x minus 24 equals 0. So x equals 0 or x equals 24 over 16, which is also true over 2. So this is nice. We already have, how many marks? 4. Now they want, yeah? Possibly, yeah. We want to know what's happening at 0 and 3 over 2. So if we calculate the second derivative, what do we get? Second derivative, 48, is it? 48x minus, 48x squared minus 48x. Now you see, if you put in 0, you get 0, don't you? And if you put in 3 over 2, what do you get? You get a positive?
Yeah.
Okay, so the good news is, yeah, of course it's positive, because the first part is bigger than the second part. That's positive. So we know that when x equals 3 over 2, it is a minimum. But we have a bit of a problem with x equals 0. We're not sure what's happening. So what do we do then? Third derivative. And what's the third derivative here? 96x minus 48, isn't it? And if you put in 3 over 2, what do you get? You get positive. And what does positive mean? What's a positive third derivative mean in here? Do you need to look at your flowchart? Look at your flowchart. Ah, you don't remember anything. Look at your flowchart. Come on. No. No. Go to page 76 in your workbook. So what do we have here? Oh, come on, guys. Oh, no. Yeah, no.
So rising and saddle.
Rising and saddle, yeah. Rising and saddle. Yeah.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Two actually. So could you scroll up a second?
Yeah.
So why did you replace 3 over 2 and not 0? Because isn't 0 the one that we're trying to look for?
Oh, I didn't bother putting in 0 because I can see that you get 0, so it's worthless. So I didn't bother.
And then what happens when we don't have this in the
You remember it, which none of you did. Okay, B part now. Okay, can I? And I think, guys, it's worth remembering that all saddle points are also inflection points. But it seems like everybody's very rusty on that lesson. Yeah. Okay.
Remember nothing.
Yeah, it seems like that. Okay, B part 1 now. Shh, hey, B part 1. What would be the easiest way to get the A, B, and C here?
2, 1.
Well, you could. There's a couple of things you can do here. I am going to use the cover-up method because you can just about use it, although it's not too bad. If I want the first one, what do I cover up here? 1, x minus 1, and I sub in 1. So I get 4 minus 21 plus 20. That's 3, is it? 3 over 9, isn't it? I'm subbing in 1. Oh, sorry, 1 minus 2. Yeah, so it's 3, is it? Okay. Now, you can't get this one because you can't cover up.
Square.
Yeah, but you can't get x minus 2 squared because you can cover up x minus 2 squared. And if you sub in 2, what do you get here?
1.
So, well, that's 1, that's nice. So, 28 minus 42, is it? Yeah, 14, minus 14? Come on, what do I do? I sub in 2, don't I? 16, 36, 36 minus 42, is it? Minus 6, thank you, for this guy. Okay. And lastly, what would be the easiest way to get the middle one? Well, remember that this is an identity. Yeah, so what would be the easiest one? Well, we can't use 1. We could use 0. So you could say 20 over 4. Yeah? Equals minus 3 minus 6 over 4 minus b over 2.
Minus 4.
Where?
I think it's 20 over minus 4.
No, 20 over 4 for sure. Isn't it? Oh, because the minus 1 here, yeah. So that's minus 20 over 4. So minus 20 over 4 plus 6 over 4 minus 14 over 4
Yes.
plus 3 equals minus b over 2. I don't have a calculator.
12.
You're looking at me here doing this when you have calculators. Just
26. 26. 26. Oh, wait, no.
huh?
2.
A little louder, please.
Negative half.
For b.
Yep.
Thank you.
What is the total for B?
Yeah.
Negative 1.
-1. Thank you. -1. If you did it the other way, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, no, don't do this to me. +12 minus a half. Minus is cancelled. Yeah, I think it's positive, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah? Lastly, they want you to integrate this, which means integrating this. That's okay, isn't it? Integrating this. That's okay. And what do I need to do to integrate the last one? Substitution, good. So this will be 3 log x minus 1 plus log x minus 2. And what substitution will we use for that guy? Yeah, so there's a dx there actually. What does du dx equal? 1. So what does du equal? Dx. So this is minus 6 integrate u minus 2 du. So this is equal to 3 log x minus 1 plus log x minus 2 plus 6 over u. Increase the power, divide by the power. But what is u? X minus 2. And then we have to put in our limits of 3 and 5. Okay, so that's 3 log 4 plus log 3 plus 6 over 5 minus 2. 6 over 3, 2. Minus 3 log 2 plus log 1, which is 0, plus 6. They want it written in a very particular way. So what I'll do is I'll bring the 3 up here. I'll bring the 3 up here. That's going to be log 4 power 3 times 3 over 2 power 3. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 4, 16, 16, 64, 64 over 8 is 8, 24. Log 24 minus 4 is the answer. Yeah, that was 5 marks. Actually, the whole thing there was 9 marks. Number 4 looks a little bit tricky. And then 5 and 6 look straightforward, I think. Yeah. So I kind of get a feeling that the exam looks a little bit like this in section B. They start off straightforward, get a little bit tricky in the middle, and then a little bit easier towards the end. And I think the reason for that is the stuff at the beginning is the kind of basic algebra stuff, and then the stuff at the end is the statistics and probability, and the stuff in the middle tends to be the calculus. So it almost seems like if you want an easier life, you want to look at the first and last questions. How many do you have to do in section B, is it? 4? So I'm thinking, you can tell me what you think, but I think the easiest 4 would have been 1, 2, 5, 6 from looking at it.
3 would have been
1, 2, 5, 6. You think 3 was okay?
3 was a nice
3 was a
3, 5.
1, 2, 5, 6 is what I think are the easiest 4. Yeah.
The sketching part and the...
Oh, I never actually sketched that earlier, did I? Sorry. Let me just finish by sketching that. But we need to figure out the y's. Did somebody get the y's?
This is good.
I never sketched that earlier, sorry.
Isn't the intercept just 5?
Well, how many points do we have to plot? We have to plot 0. So when I sub in 0, what do I get? 5, thank you. And then I have to sub in 3 over 2. And what do I get for 3 over 2?
Doesn't really good for
What do I get for y? If you sub in 3 over 2 for x? Minus 7 over 4? Okay. Guys, look up. We didn't graph this earlier. So what type of turning point did we have at 0? Rise and saddle. And what did we have at 3 over 2? Minimum. So it's minimum here and rise and saddle. Goodness, how the heck am I going to draw this? Rise and saddle. Ugh. Sorry. I'm not hitting the 5 here. Something's not right there. Because then...
They should go wait for it.
Are you sure it's minus 7 over 4? Are you sure? Did you sub it back into the original?
Yeah. That's what I thought. I did it again.
Yeah, so
Is it minus 7 over 4?
Then maybe the rising saddle as well.
Maybe it's a fallen saddle.
Maybe.
When I put in 3 over 2, I get a positive, don't I?
Yeah.
So how the heck am I going to draw this? I need a rising saddle here and a minimum here.
maybe it's the opposite.
Is it times? No, it's
Like
3 over 2.
falling saddle from 3 over 2.
Yeah.
But you have a rising saddle.
Check if it's the falling saddle.
I'm going to graph it here and there. Can you just read out what the function was, please, originally now?
The function originally
The
was
function y equals
4x
4x4 minus 8x cubed plus 5, yeah? No. I want to surprise you.
Where is it from?
The fallen saddle, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Hmm. There must be some sign error in one of our calculations here. Third derivative is 96x minus 48. And when you put in 3 over 2, you get a positive, right?
Yeah, you get the positive. It's 100% positive.
Yeah, hopefully.
Don't know.
Unless big 76 is wrong.
No. It's much more likely I made a sign mistake somewhere.
I don't see it.
That's right, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
And second derivative? That's right.
Yeah.
And third derivative?
Are you sure that if it's greater than 0, it's the rising saddle?
Pretty sure I'm Jed, but now I'm starting to doubt myself.
I don't see where the sign mistake was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gives you 36, the third derivative. It's definitely over 0. It seems the math that you gave us led us to the wrong answer.
Ah,
What do you
no. I think people... Did we misread the table?
Maybe when x equals 0, it's
It was 0.
So, guys, hey, listen. Before we finish, let's just check on page 76 using the table here, okay? Listen. So, let's start. Differentiate and evaluate. So what's the value of the first derivative at 0? It's 0, isn't it? Okay, so that's 0. Differentiate and evaluate. What's the value of the second derivative at 0?
0.
0. Differentiate and evaluate.
It's a positive. Rising saddle. I'm telling you the math you gave
No,
us.
it's...
It is 36.
Hang on. I see where everybody, including myself, has gone terribly wrong. What's the third derivative here? 96x minus 48. And when you sub in x, what do you get?
36.
What? And you sub in x is 0, what do you get?
Yeah, you minus 48.
Minus 48. Less than 0. So less than 0 is
I asked you about,
fallen saddle.
I asked you about the,
Be quiet. I'm hungry. Less than 0.
I told you why do we supplement by 0 over 2, it says we just do.
That's one. Yeah, here. If you restrict the number of comments and questions you make, I would pay more attention to what you have to say. That is a true statement. And everybody would benefit from that. Because you would spot things like that, and I would listen. Yes?
So the first,
Because we're looking here. We're looking here. No, it's so stupid, isn't it? We were all being stupid. Right, and on that we'll take our morning break.
just saying, I called it. I told you why don't you sum by 0?
Yeah, and
Why
I
do we
said
sum by 0 over 2?
if you make less comments and questions, I would pay more attention.